All right. We are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Sorry about the constant pause in the beginning. I just want to make sure everything's looking good before I start stuff up. So, 9 times out of 10, it looks decent. Just want to make sure. I know there's a bit of a delay. Not much. So, yeah, no Impact Wrestling tonight. I was like all excited, get ready for it, and then realized, nope, it's Thursday. No Impact Wrestling. Was a little bummed. So we got to wait an extra night for the debut on Pursuit/Twitch TV. Of course, I will be watching on Twitch TV tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Oh, it's going to be a very long day tomorrow. If I'm going to do my damn to stay awake for the show tomorrow, but I got to get up at like 5 in the morning tomorrow. So I fall asleep somewhere early in the evening, say after dinner. I'll do my best till like a few hours later before Impact goes live, so I can watch it live because I got a feeling. Though I have not looked at spoilers, while I'll look if I hear something, I'll be like, ooh, I want to see what happened, But it's not like I go spreading the rumors. I still want to watch the product either way, but I've got a feeling. This homecoming Fallout tapings between the stuff that we had that they taped on Monday and the stuff that they're going to in Mexico. So the stuff that we're going to get over the course of the next month is going to be a lot of fun. So, about one specific name that's there. Well, actually two. And I won't spoil it for you guys, but we'll see. We'll see what's at the tapings. Nonetheless, I'm very excited about that tomorrow night. And I will do my best to do a live review afterwards. So, and if you don't want to stay up tomorrow night, by all means, you can always catch a replay later the weekend on rantwithant.com or catch it on iTunes, where all my Impact Rat reviews and news are. I try to, do like, one thing a week on there. So, did the IP get a new name? That's a familiar gimmick. MLW is taking over. Welcome to the chat. We're getting a few in here now. Yeah, this wasn't like an urgent thing that I... Yes, I thought it was. Why the name? Went from IP to the W. This wasn't like an urgent thing that I had to get on here. I'm more just kind of time because I got to pick up my stepdaughter. But I did want to get on here and talk about this a little bit. Yeah, it's not like we're getting news. The W is for William. Oh, okay. Do you like old William, or would you prefer another nickname? Because I'm up for whatever. I try to get on here. I mean, this hot stuff that we're talking about here, the AEW stuff is hot, and it's not like I'm going to jump on here every 5 minutes and talk about it, because that could be redundant. People will get a little sick of that, as exciting as it is. So I try to, I got a chunk of information today that's been passed around between different shows that I heard about, whatnot. Ronnie's in the chat. What is up? Good evening to you, sir. So no, we're not cracking a beer or nothing. We're just trying to stay awake because we got stuff we got to do. I got to pick up my daughter in about an hour. So you're very excited about AEW, dude. I am ecstatic. I am so excited. I haven't been this excited about something this big. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm keeping a close eye on stuff like Ring Warriors, MLW, the constant rise of Impact Wrestling. It's been slow but steady over the course of this last couple of years. You know, I think they're still dusting off some of the bad TNA funk. Don't get me wrong. But the proof is in the pudding out there. You know, they've been about 95% consistent, in my opinion. Where can we watch this? We don't have any information yet on a TV deal. They can't, they can't reveal everything day one. There is stuff that's on behind the scenes. So it's not like whatever came out on Tuesday and that's all they got. They have more. They just can't talk about it. And so I invite you guys, because I didn't write down everything. I just jotted down a few notes between the news on Jericho and the information that we got from Tony, which I feel is significant, as goofy as some of it is, and we'll get to it in a minute. On an Xbox 2360 podcast that he does on YouTube and other formats for audio. Oh, pardon me. Wow. Coke. Have a Coke and a burping. Yep. I'm trying to finish this 12-pack off. It's the feisty cherry. It burns so good. It's completely like wrecked my insides. I love it. That was earlier. Was it earlier today or was it yesterday? It was earlier today. Yeah. Anyways, it's been such a long day again. I can't even think straight. And that's why I've got one of these too. I got a monster sitting over here. I got two of those earlier. Drank one, finishing off another one more later. The interview with Tony Khan, God, very telling, very informative, and very interesting. You really get to feel like you say Xbox podcast. Yes, I did. 1, 2, 360. It's it's retracted. You don't gotta retract it. It's okay, man. Also, I tried to get a free month of Power Slam, but it didn't seem to work. Just contact them. And just let them know. Contact them. I'm going to be doing stuff on there soon. There's so many things that pop up, and I know I said I was going to get to it, and I feel like I'm not, holding up my end of the deer. We're only 10 days into the year, folks. I'm going to get to some stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what's the newest stuff on there and what would be the most interesting to talk about on there. Because I'm up for talking about anything wrestling. It's just a lot of it I'm not familiar with on there. So, yeah, just reach out to them, let them know, and just talk to them about it. I don't know exactly how they're doing it. All I know is that that's what they offer me to give to you guys, okay? So, do they have a phone number maybe? No, just they're very open on their Twitter. Like, that's how I talk to them. Just DM them on Twitter and tell them you got it through Smash This Podcast, through through me, and hopefully that stuff. I don't know. I've got their. If that doesn't work, let me know. I've got an email. Okay. That I've got one of the main guys. So you don't have Twitter? Oh, for crying out loud! Who doesn't have Twitter? I'm kidding. Killing me, small. You don't have Twitter. Roddy, do you have Facebook? While I'm waiting for that response, quick look up something. Oh, I gotta catch up on some emails. Give me just a second here, guys. Okay. Just so I'm not dropping everything in the chat here, if you have followed, here, do this, Ronnie. Okay. Go in the my Facebook is down below. Okay. Give it a like and just message me on there, and I will get back to you within the day or so. Okay? I promise. And I'll help you as much as I can. Racist Fan Rocks is in there. What is up? You saw me in the chat room on the video for X-Pac. Yeah, I was in there. I was in there for, I watched a little bit of it live, not a lot of it. But yeah, by all means, guys. Blood Raid. Whoa, an X video. Yeah, I didn't, I mean, I promoted it on Twitter, but I set it up and threw it out there. So yeah, wasn't like, hey, later tonight, whatever. Not boom, throw it out there. Because that's the earliest I could get it done. It's Louise is in the chat. Wow, we're getting some viewers in here. What is up? What is up? And by all means, let me know, like, okay, Ronnie's not on Twitter, but I don't promote this on too many other places other than Twitter. I promote a lot more on Twitter than I do on Facebook. So I was curious when you get notified, because I know a lot of you guys watch this stuff live. You make some waffles. Hey, send some, because now I'm hungry. I'm just curious. Let me know whether watching live or in the chat afterward. Let me know how you get notifications. Is it through social media? Is it through, do you get notifications from the YouTube channel? Let me know. I'm just curious. Or do you just scroll through by luck and see I'm live? I'm just curious. So yeah, like I was saying, go check out the interview that X-Pac did with Tony Khan. I feel was very, very transparent. He all sorts is awesome. Someone asked Ethan Page when going to AEW. He said he's happy with Impact. He literally just signed with Impact. He did a stint with Impact several months ago when he was doing the lawyer thing with Chris's lawyer gimmick. Can't think of what the hell it is. I'm drawing a brain fart. He played a dorky cousin, and he was around for like a set of tapings and got destroyed, and that's all we saw of him for a long time. from what I've heard, I don't know if this is facts or not, but from what I've heard, because he is Canadian, he had to get some things in line with his visa as far as spending more time for tapings. Because when he came in, it was when they just started going to Canada for tapings. It wasn't an issue. But in order to go, tour more, park and park. Oh my God. See, this is why I love you guys. You guys help me. Because I'm an idiot once in a while. I think it was to get his like travel stuff all lined up, and that doesn't unfortunately get taken care of overnight, especially people that want to be around in the US for a while. Yeah, Blood Rain. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Rowdy Renz is in the chat. What is up? Chandler Park and Joseph Park. Yes, thank you. Park and Park. The W says, "Will CM Punk will be the first AEW champ." Hey, let's talk about that. Not specific about Punk, but let's talk about where Punk is from. And that's something I wanted to like just bring up and just off you guys. This interview with Tony was very telling, and his impact on right now. Debuts tomorrow night. That's why I'm live now. I wouldn't be live now if, yeah. So, getting rowdy. That reminds me of no, not Rowdy Ronda Rousey. That reminds me of, oh God, what the hell? Who's R-Truth? One of his gimmicks was he came out to this song Gowdy. Was that 3 Live Crew? I forget. It was a rowdy rapping song. Getting right. I forget. I don't know. K Quick. Was it K Quick? I just like bounce in my head. There's only one rowdy one. Tell that to Rhonda. God, I'm just gonna bounce all over the place tonight. But no, Impact's on tomorrow night. Tony's he was from Champaign. I mean, he works in Florida now, obviously. But he's world travels. He also does the stuff in Europe with the football. Fulham, I'm not real familiar with that stuff, so I don't really want to talk about that too much. He's from he was raised in Champaign, Illinois. He's a Midwest guy like me. I found that very interesting. Okay, so the fact he's like an old Chicago guy, made me think like, oh, I wonder what his feelings are on CM Punk. They did talk about Goldberg a little bit, and that was really funny. I'm reading the stuff you guys are talking about rapping. The part in the interview where X-Pac asks him, oh my God, yo, asks him about Goldberg. And Tony really kind of like loses it. Like he got into it to see what he does, but he kind of dances all over it and gives these like long-winded answers. It's really funny. Is like Pac really caught him off guard there. But long story short, basically he said he hasn't offered him anything yet. They have connected, but obviously was not like, I haven't offered him a contract or anything yet. He kind of stuttered. Yeah, he kind of was like, oh, it was funny. I'm not mocking the guy. I just thought like, oh, it was kind of, oh, there's something there. You could kind of like, sense like it was like, oh, how did he know? Or maybe that was like just, his way of being cute. That means Goldberg is in. Yeah, I mean, he might be. Yeah. And even if he is, I don't want to assume like, oh, Goldberg's going to be the first AEW champ. I don't want to assume that, I assume that. Goldberg's a very like, and I understand that not everybody is a Gold man. Okay, I'm an older wrestling fan. I love Goldberg. Is he one of my favorites from WCW? Yes, he actually is. Did I absolutely mark the hell out when he became champion in Milwaukee? Yes, I did. Okay, it was cool. To me, don't get me wrong. At the time, I loved Kevin Owens. That part I didn't like because I loved Kevin Owens as champ. But at the time, I was more excited for Goldberg destroying the people, especially Brock Lesnar, because I can't stand that guy. So look, yeah, I get that everybody's going to have their own opinion. It doesn't mean that he's going to be and they're going to start a new streak. We have no idea, and we shouldn't assume anything right now. Let's just like take what we got right now and the stuff that we do, and I'll get to some more in a second. But let's just take what we do know right now and just soak it in if you're a fan of it, There's no reason to shit on this. This is positive. Listening to X-Pac in this interview, he was very transparent about his feelings about this whole thing. And everybody looks at him as a WWE guy. And listening to him talk about this with Tony, you could tell how excited he was about it. And he thanked Tony, thank you. And Tony's, had this kind of like opinion, like, well, we really haven't done anything yet. And Pac was like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you trust me, you already have. You've already changed it. You may not think you have, but you have. So it's not. Tony's attitude going into this is, I'm sure he's confident that they can put something good together. Hear him talk. Tony's not like, yeah, we're going to destroy everyone. No, that's not. I mean, I'm sure that some fans have that opinion and the opinions out there are so funny since Tuesday. Rest in peace, WWE. Come on. WWE is not my cup of tea right now. And even I don't want that. Okay. Competition is just good. And another alternative, just good. And this is going to be a big alternative. Okay. So let me look at the chat here just for a second, and then I'll get into some stuff. Our truth should go back to the K Quick name and team with Mella. They already are. They're like the dance team from hell or whatever. I don't know. Dance break. I don't know what the I don't get the whole dance break. When I saw that for the first time a few weeks ago, I saw a clip of it. I was like, what the hell is this dance break shit? You got to be kidding me. Really what they're doing with them? Dear God. Means half the writers had the clap and they had no clue what the hell they were doing. Is Kevin Owens injured? Yeah, he's been out for like a good long time. So is Sami Zayn. Goldberg went easy on Hogan back in the day. He speared the hell out of. Everyone else, that's probably part of Hogan's contract back then. Don't spear too hard, brother. We are in a wrestling boom again. Yeah, Tony statement, and I got to read it, the whole thing. Probably should have read it before I went live, but I heard that he put out a statement along with his father talking about being the better and just like, I guess his vision, I guess, is what the statement was. And I guess he said something about, they brought it up a little bit with X-Pac, something about this being another golden era or something to that effect. And it's like, yeah, I believe that is true. Over the course of last year, look at everything that's happened. It's really getting exciting again. And I've even said, it's like, wow, if the only thing you're watching right now is WWE and you're happy with that, whatever. The rest of us are just going to watch just a crap ton of awesome other wrestling. He said he wasn't looking to absorb anyone, but work with anyone. Yes, let's talk about that. And that pretty much completely craps on the whole thing that Meltzer said a week ago about, oh, yeah, everybody knew about Impact trying to sell the company to AEW. Completely craps that rumor right out the window. Completely. Not that I'm used to crapping out a window. I wouldn't recommend, especially when it's winter. That could be like unsafe. Messy and unsafe. You don't want to get, wind chill or frostbite on your buns. That just got weird. Anyways, so yeah, she, and I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. Denise, I believe, is the girl that's with X, the other news girl there. Said, straight up asked him, are you looking to buy any libraries or companies? And he straight up, right before she even finished the question, he was like, no, we're not looking. No, he's looking to create something special. He said he's more than willing to work with other people, but they're not looking to buy any companies. You're not going to say, AEW is going to buy out Vince McMahon. No, he's not looking to do that. No. Because then it wouldn't be small, would it? It's just, well, you'd have some decent wrestlers with the freedom to do whatever the hell they want. But then it wouldn't be very unique then, would it? So is AEW connected with Codes? Yes, Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks are VPs, executive VPs. Brandy is the chief brand officer. And those are the only titles, I believe, that have been handed out. Tony Khan is the Prez, and his father are the backers with the Bucks. The money. So, who owns AEW? That's Tony Khan as the president. AEW fans official Discord. Can't wait. Yes. By the way, the Discord in numbers. Nice to see. I haven't been on it today, but it's nice to see that getting a nice little number there. It's in the 30s or 40s or something. So if you're a fan of the social media Discord, go check that out. It's growing 6. Awesome. I know we kicked a bunch of trolls out the other night because all they were talking about was, my joke. Okay, we really don't need to talk about the size of, John Cena's penis in here. As in, I mean, they were just being ridiculous on how wonderful the WWE was. And it's like, all right, kick your ass out of here. And for just, okay, the only thing we're going to talk about is AEW. No, I'm okay for discussion on other wrestling properties. That's fine. It's healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to sit there and all you're going to do is stroke the WWE, then that's not your place. We could talk about discussion, rumors, a healthy, a healthy discussion on the rise of AEW, maybe, what the possibilities of who are going to work with them, fantasy book stuff like that, who from the WWE would you like to see in AEW? Fine. That's a viable conversation. All you're going to talk about is WWE, then why are you even there? Just a troll. It's like, come on. We're trying to build, it's called the official Discord of AEW for a reason. We're trying to help build the brand, So that's what that's there for. So yeah, totally up for partnerships. From what it looks like, the rumor is they might, because if New Japan wants to keep Kenny around, then they're good with can I get a wrench, Chapo? You want a wrench? I'll give you a wrench. You're good to me, Ronnie. There you go. You got a wrench. Hopefully I didn't throw that too hard. Right, Blood Rain? I could see them working with New Japan in some way, shape, form, and that totally goes into the subject of Chris Jericho. Let's talk about Chris Jericho for a minute. Welcome to the Wrench Club. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Name the movie, because I care what the hell it's from. Because sometimes I'm just goofy and can't remember shit. But it's a very funny movie, that I know. Wrench Club is greater than the ball. Thank you. Oh my God, I even said the name, Dodgeball. Wow. Does Jericho have a wrestling company? God, we're just educating Ronnie all over the place. That's okay. I love you, Ronnie. You're here on a regular basis. I love you. Does Chris Jericho have a wrestling company? He doesn't have a company per se, but you could almost call him a booker. This past, was it summer or fall? Fall. Was it after All In? It was after All In. I had to forget to remember. Oh my God. It was around fall time. It was after All In. He had his own cruise. He has his own band. Yes, he's a rock and roller too. He is a rock star in every word. Y2J does have a training place. That I'm not aware of. He had a cruise this past fall where he invited guys from Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor to face off against each other. And it was kind of like a version of that we saw earlier in the year of Impact versus Lucha Underground. It was like the same, but unfortunately, we, the fans outside of the boat that was afloat, did not get to see much of it. What was featured that one evening live, we didn't even get to see half the matches that were featured. Because they had different stuff, different nights. It wasn't all just one night of run, but whatever. Maybe it'll pop up somewhere someday. Because they had the Young Bucks versus LAX. I would have seen that. Maybe it'll happen in AEW someday if AEW works with Impact Wrestling. Ed Norholm says he's up for it. Tony says he wants to work with other companies. There you go. There you. So yeah, Tony does not want to buy any other companies. He wants to work with them. He said he did it because he saw the climate in wrestling changing. Wow. How many times did that last year? Or even over the course of the last 2 years. You know? People are drifting away from this brand or that brand, starting to watch this, starting to watch that. People are leaving this company, going to this company. People are unhappy. They're looking for a reason to be happy in the world of professional wrestling. It's changed. This couldn't have come at a better time. He also said he also knew that there were going to be a lot of free agents 2019. It's already known. Look who's already signed. And there's even later this year, there's going to be even more free agents. Is that a guarantee that they're going to just boom jump over to AEW? No. But Tony wants to make the most unique and the best roster he can for his company. And that's where all the rumors come in. Oh, the Bullet Club, AJ Styles. Shoot. Give me a second, guys. Okay. So that was stepdaughter. It informed me that she got out of work early. So I was like, crap, I'm live. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I was like, ooh, here we go. Never used that before. So we're going to talk about a couple more things, and then we're going to get out of here because I don't want her sitting any more longer than she has to. Okay, we'll be nice. We do love her. I am the evil stepfather. No, I'm kidding. So, okay, more things we'll get out of here because I didn't have a whole lot to talk about, but my ADD, the chat starts blowing up. We talk about all sorts of crazy shit. So, and it's just having fun, climate changing. We talked about that. We talked about Goldberg a little bit. And bringing up Goldberg, that was funny. He's up for partnerships, but yeah, and there's a few more really telling things that Tony gets into. Tony Khan, what's a big one out of this? I mean, yeah, it's informative, but to sum up the whole thing, Tony's a wrestling fan. He's not climate changing. I love you, Ronnie. the saying that the climate changing is the professional wrestling industry is changing. When you see fans talking about how upset they are with the biggest company in professional wrestling, and fans are slowly but surely, as in viewership amongst many other things, that's saying that the climate is right for something like this to happen, to start another big wrestling company. That's the easiest way I can describe that. The older Khan looks like Mario. He does have a mustache, doesn't he? He's got some stash game going on. To give AEW a chance, just don't know much about it. We don't either, Ronnie. It's okay. We're just go look up. If you want to see the press conference, the rally that they had, go to the Being the Elite channel and just look up, or just go on YouTube and look up AEW rally. Boom, you'll find it. Okay. Mamma mia, it's a me, Mario, AEW. Woo! Oh my God. You guys, you crack me up. Have you seen any? No, there are no matches. They did put up a date for May 25th. Is going to be the official first company date. Double or Nothing. Go watch the rally, Ronnie. You learn a lot. What else? Let's talk about Jericho for a bit. Let's talk about Jericho's contract. We found out, and this was just audio that I picked off of Twitter. Hoping I can listen to the whole thing. I'm hoping David LaGreca puts it up on his Busted Open Radio YouTube channel. I heard just bits and pieces. It looks high. Be nice. Excuse me. Damn. Busted Open Radio YouTube. He puts big featured stuff on his YouTube channel. That's where I catch it, because I don't have Sirius XM radio, and I don't want to just get Sirius XM radio just for his show. Although it's good, it's very good. And I met David, very nice guy. Met him at All In, sweet dude. Maybe his you're so cool. Jerry's in the chat. What's up? So Jericho's contract, it's not exclusive. Okay. He can still work with New Japan. How awesome is that? Heavy J is in the chat. What is up? Hope AEW lives up to the... You're one of the first people I've heard say that you hope Omega stays with New Japan. That's interesting. Hey, and that's okay. Everyone's got their own opinions. I'm cool with that. We really don't. I mean, everyone's assuming he's going to go to AEW. Kenny Omega is unique. He really is. I don't think we can assume anything, So yeah, his contract is not exclusive. It's a 3-year deal. What else did I write here? He's got the freedom to still work with New Japan, and he did mention the whole thing in the press conference after he lost the Intercontinental Champion Naito, that he wants to go after the heavyweight, the New Japan Championship. So could we see that somewhere down the line? I would, you don't want to assume anything, but if he spends a few months away from New Japan, you could probably see him show up like Madison Square Garden and attack whoever's champ. Tanahashi, because he beat Kenny. So, yeah, just, bouncing stuff off the top of my head. Is that Jericho can also do his cruise. Very important to Jericho. Very unique situation there. It also means, talk about Joey just for a second, and I think we're going to get out of here. As much as I love all the viewers watching here, I got to get out of here. Yes, Jerry, I saw that. We'll save that conversation for next. I'm hearing 20 different stories about that. But thank you, Jerry. Joey Janela. This is interesting. And it seems like everyone's contract is a little different. And that's okay. Not everybody has the same contract. Otherwise, that'd be a little ridiculous. Joey Janela is in a special situation here because he runs the Spring Break show during WrestleCon/WrestleMania weekend the last 2 years. I watched one. I watched bits of the second one. He draws thousands of people now. It's crazy. He's now, so we hope he gets well soon with a broken leg, but he's not going to be around for a very long time. But he's still signed with AEW. AEW has given him the freedom, meaning Cody and the Bucks have given him the freedom to keep doing the Spring Break shows, which is awesome. I'm not sure about GCW. That I'm not sure about, but he can still do the shows. So that's great for, WrestleCon weekend. And that's just an extension then of AEW. How great is that? And it gives a chance for more people to shine and more people to get the attention. Joey, who is part of AEW, and he can go back to the Bucks and Cody and be like, hey, you need to check out this one guy who was on my Spring Break show. I think you'd really like him. I think he's elite. That's awesome. What else? One more thing. Oh, health benefits. Tony kind of, I don't want to say he poo-pooed health benefit thing, but he didn't want to get into like details. He's like, yes. It sounded like there's some kind of health insurance, but it sounded like he didn't want to like make it a big deal because obviously there's no details yet. But Cody said one very telling thing in the post-rally mini press conference that they had when all the media was asking him questions after the rally. He said, if anybody gets hurt in an AEW ring while performing, AEW will take care of them. That says a lot right there. And obviously there's going to be, office people that are going to be taken care of too. So, wow, the chat's going nuts. Awesome to see. Thank you so much. This was kind of a last. I got to get out of here. Got to go pick up my stepdaughter. Because she just called and she's like, I'm done. So, we got to get out of here and we got to go pick her up. So, and I'm not taking you guys with me. That'd be weird. So, joining me. Hope you guys will be around tomorrow night. For debut on Pursuit/Twitch of Impact Wrestling. Very excited about that. Can't wait to see what they have in store. And oh yeah, I'm hoping everything goes smooth on Twitch because otherwise I don't have any other way to watch it. J-Bone Rock. You guys are weird. I'm kidding. You guys are goofy. All right, thanks for joining. We'll be back tomorrow night, unless there's like something insanely crazy, awesome happens tomorrow during the day, but I doubt it. So join me, and I love you guys. Garrett, thanks for joining. Good night.